Good morning. Um, I would like to say thank you to the audience of this seminar of toxic relationship, why it still exists. And I would like to thank God because without Him we will never be here. And I welcome you all to this seminar. So you probably come here hearing about toxic relationship, right? But uh, what is toxic relationship? Exactly. Toxic relationship is a relationship which is toxic, of course, in literal way. Toxic relationship, in my opinion, is about relationship in which two or more people in a relationship did something that makes them disadvantages against each other. This toxic relationship mostly come in shape in abusive relationship in any way you can find. Toxic relationship is when somebody wanted to dominate you and try to limit you from others what you doing from others. So let's just give it an easy example. You date with somebody, okay, with your significant other. After you date with them for like 3 months, let's just say that, and and they become so possessive to you. If it were jealousy because you meet somebody, well, okay, fine, that's okay. If it's just first jealousy, that's okay. But if the jealousy continues to grow in twice or 3 times in a row, and your significant other try to limit you from meeting another person or even meeting your own family, that's considered to be toxic relationship. Because relationship, you will respect you will respect their freedom. And example number 2, you have social media accounts, right? And you have the username, the password, but your significant others don't trust you, and they demand you to get them the username and the password of your social media. That is abusive relationship. I mean toxic relationship, because your significant others don't trust you unless they were given your social media data. And social media data is actually pretty much private things. And it's crucial, right? Just in case, you're being hacked of somebody else by somebody else. And example number 3, you were being abused by your significant other. But you're probably going to say, it probably just exists in boyfriend-girlfriend situation though. The toxic relationship is. No. It does exist, not just in dating kind of thing, but it also exists in family, working class, I mean not working class, sorry. Working environment, working environment, and perhaps in your school environment too. But mostly in Indonesia has the highest number in abusive relationship, especially in domestic abuse, or KDRT in Indonesian term. Mostly be done by parents to their children, parents to each other, and etc. Let's just say your father hit you, but he forgive you. Next time he did it again to you. That's called toxic relationship. You want us to be growth there. You grew up with fear, anxiety, depressed because of your family doing. Unfortunately, it happened in 2020, especially in this pandemic thing is the abusive relationship, domestic abuse grew even worse in numbers in Indonesia, especially with pandemic. There's still lockdown, especially until today, this time in recording. And we know why, because you guys lose job and you want to throw it away to your children. And in environment, in working or school environment, it's called bullying. It's just like toxic relationship. Bullying is basically like toxic relationship when you mock somebody, but you didn't realize that you mocked them. So how do we solve this problem? It's easy. Number one, if you're still in toxic relationship, get out of there as soon as possible. In family or in when you date somebody who is abusive to you, get out of there as soon as possible. But if you can't get out, you need some help. Number two, just like I said before, you need some help from your family or your friends who are not abusive to you, who aren't toxic. Number three, if you really need help after the trauma healing, you can visit the psychologist in order to do so. They are pretty much professional and they know how to solve your problem. Number four, of course, you're going to get some trauma healing, and it's okay, just one step at a time. You don't have to rush it in order to get better. Okay? So in conclusion, toxic relationship does exist not only in significant others, but also in family and working or even school environment. It exists. It's just being underestimated by most people. So let us get out from that relationship and be better ourselves. That's all for me. Thank you for listening to my speech. Sorry for my mistakes. Thank you.